All right, guys, so we're here today in the rescue hangar with the 401, and we're doing something that I didn't think we were actually going to do here in the hangar. We're going to strip all the old paint off the 401. Now, if you saw in the last episode, we're actually painting this right here locally. You guys are going to get to see a lot of the process. It's like a ton of work. I can't even explain how much work this is. I've done it before. Looking forward to getting it done. So we got a lot of help today. We got Trey, Mike, Joe, myself, and Rob. This is Pilot Rob. If you saw him from the last episode, he made sure the 172 didn't fall on top of me. Good job, Rob. Thank you. You'll see Rob in some future episodes, too, because he's a commercial pilot, and he wants to do some flying with the Rescue Foundation and with Rebuild Rescue, so we're going to have some fun. If you look behind us, these windows are already taped up. They're ready to go. So without further ado, let's get at it.
Let's do it.
Oh, wait. I forgot to, no welcome back to Rebuild Rescue. I'm so excited to get working, so why don't you guys do it today?
Ready?
Welcome back to Rebuild Rescue.
Oh my gosh, that was so bad. It was so bad. Try it again. Do it again.
Welcome back to Rebuild Rescue.
Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. First thing we got to do before we use aircraft stripper on the airplane is kind of break up the shine of the paint a little bit, dig into it a bit, so then that stripper gets down underneath the paint and starts to lift it up. So unfortunately and fortunately, the formula is a little bit different. Back in 2019, they changed it a bit, and it's not as effective, so it's a little tougher to strip, but this helps to accelerate it. So if you guys are ever stripping something, make sure you break the shine off the surface, break that barrier so it can get in there and get the paint stripped.
We want to be careful we don't wear down on the rivet heads because that would be bad.
yeah. No sanding of rivets. So while the guys are sanding up the 401, I'm gonna come over here to the table and I'm gonna continue to get all these parts stripped down. So if you see these and you see how good they look, this took pretty much like a day and a half just to get these in this kind of condition. Take a look. So now that we have all the front gear components out from under the 401, we're gonna have to get it all pulled apart. We're gonna have to get it all vapor honed. If you look at this, there's a good amount of rust up on this piece here. We'll check all the welds, we'll check all the bearings. It's a lot of work to go through all the components this way, but it's gonna be really nice to have it, to have them 100% overhauled. We'll replace, bearings that are stuck, that are maybe even a little rough. So we'll get that all cleaned up. It'll be 100%. This is gonna be so nice.
Hard to get around the P2. I made it to the P2.
Guys, if you're working on an airplane and there's a tube sticking out of it, don't mess with it. It's probably the P tube, and you definitely don't want that all over your hands. In fact, the other day I was in there with Sam, and Sam thought he'd see if it still worked.
I was wondering what was dripping.
I thought that was oil.
We might want to ventilate. Dude, I just popped that can and because
Well, you're not supposed to huff
I wasn't
aircraft
trying
remover.
to. It went straight up my nose. It was like smelling salts, you know?
If any,
Worse, the P-tube or the stripper?
if any of you guys pass out today,
Depends
we know
if
how to
it's
wake
dirty.
you up.
That does not smell fun.
So we got this, the whole half of the airplane here. All the paint is broken. It does break my heart a little bit because there was part of me that was thinking about, keeping this original paint on. But you know what? Matching it really wouldn't look right. And, a bunch of you guys went ahead and voted in the last video on what you wanted to see as far as like an old paint job. This isn't the original paint job that was on this airplane from new, on the 401 from new. This was a repainted back in the 80s. But yeah, so if you guys go back in the comments, we literally like counted up comments of what people wanted. And we had a 50-50. It was like really close as to whether someone wanted a brand new rebuild rescue-esque, black, red, silver paint job, or kind of ode to the original 401. So I think we have a fix for that. We will talk about it in the next episode, but I want you guys to go ahead. I want everybody, make sure you drop a post in the comments about what you want. We want it to be what you guys want. I think I have a fix for it, but I want to see what all you guys. So if we're getting 100,000 views, I want to see 100,000 of you guys post down in the comments what you want. That's what we want this airplane to represent. Obviously, right back here and up on the tail, all your names that donated to the GoFundMe are going to go on there. So that's what's going to go back here. It's going to be a lot of names. Right now, I think it's like 10,500 names are going to go here. And you know what, guys? If you have someone else's name besides your own and you donated, that's going to go in there as well. There's going to be a way we're going to contact you guys so you guys can let me know. I'm going to make sure the right names get on there because there was a number of people that were like, hey, I want my grandpa's name on there. He was a pilot in the Air Force, or my grandma, she was a riveter back in World War II. This project is about legacy. It's about Sam's legacy. It's about my legacy. It's about all the channel's legacy and all the viewers. It's like a legacy thing. This is going to live on for a long, long time. So definitely post it in the comments. Let me know, what should this look like? I am personally dreaming of a black, red, and silver paint job out of this world, but it's up to you guys. So we got this all sanded. We have, man, Joe, I think Rob beat you. Rob's got the whole thing sanded.
Yeah, I was laying on my back for a little while, taking a nap.
You were on your back. You were taking a nap.
Yeah.
I thought so. I figured. So Rob, man, you did a really good job.
Thanks.
Are you like a professional sander?
I'm getting there.
You're getting there. No, so this looks great. It's all broken up. It's going to allow that paint stripper to really sink in there. Yeah. So now the crew's going to start getting some of the stripper on there, and let's see how good it takes this old paint off, and let's see if there's any other layers of paint underneath it. Yeah. So let's see what this stuff does. It's like spreading snot. I feel terrible because all the work we put into this thing and Ammo NYC put into it, polishing it up when we thought we were just going to leave it the way it was.
Yeah. And now we're taking that shine right away.
Yeah.
They did a great job, too.
Yeah, they did.
At least it looked good for the couple months that it sat here in the hangar.
That was the important part. Yep.
Yeah.
Look, you can actually see it right down here. It's starting to pull up.
Oh, yeah.
Starting to pull the stripes up there.
It's just coming right off.
Yeah, so I wanted to show you guys, like, you know, what that would do and how it would do it. I mean, if you look up here, goodbye, old 401 paint. We will miss you. Don't worry. You'll look much better later.
Now, is that the primer underneath? That
Yeah.
brown, or is it okay?
Yeah.
So it doesn't strip the primer, just the paint?
It will, with more coats.
Second coat?
Yeah, the primer's a lot stronger than the paint is. Get it on there nice and thick. Yeah, I think sanding that down and everything, it definitely, like, it usually doesn't work as fast as it worked on this tail, so that's exciting.
Paint was thirsty.
Yeah, it was. It sucked it right in. We'll have to do this a number of times per section until we actually get all the paint off. Like, there's a lot of visual change here, but this is really only 10% of the job being done, because the tough thing is reapplying and getting the stuff that doesn't want to come off, and then getting this primer off too, because we have to get it all the way down to the bare metal. Well, and you have to remove the stripper before it dries, because it'll dry and then the paint kind of gets hard again. The stripper is activating really good on this side. Is it still wet yet? Good. Yeah, I'd say let it keep doing its work. You can see where we were able to get it on thick and what it did, and where it's thin, and see how it didn't lift much. And that's the difference, like really laying that stuff on. But I would say we could probably work from the top and work our way down and go ahead and get this stuff stripped off before we reapply more stripper. Oh man, that's beautiful.
Satisfying.
I don't know why they did it, but they painted the green first here, and then they painted white on top of it. On the other side, they painted the white, and then they put the green over top of that. So it was like flip-flopped. You know, I guess maybe Doug painted this on a Tuesday morning, and then Mike painted the other side on a Friday night. I don't know, but definitely a different way of doing it. This side has a lot more paint on it. So I'm gonna go get my eye protection on, let these guys scrape this, and then gonna come back with some more paint thinner.
Don't get it on your shoe. It eats through the leather.
Oh yeah.
Strip your shoe?
Oh yeah. The leather's actually peeling off in layers.
Wow.
One of the things that you guys should definitely know when you're doing any type of like heavy chemical stripping, stuff like that, make sure you have good cross flow. We have some huge hanger doors here. So it works really well here because we have those doors open. We have the doors open on the south side of the hangar as well. So there's a good amount of air coming through here. This stuff does cause some fumes. So you definitely want to protect yourself, make sure you have good ventilation, and just be careful because it's chemicals. And look what it does to paint. All right, so we'll let this stuff do do the job it's got to do, and then scrape it off, and then I think I'll go ahead and order some lunch. And I think what time is it? Is it lunchtime?
I think it's 12. My phone's vibrating right now.
All right, yeah. So let's do that. Yeah, I'd say let that set up for maybe another 10 minutes, and go ahead and start from the top and scrape that stuff off. Good job. Good job, Mike.
Thanks, man.
No going back now, guys.
Yeah. We're in too deep.
All right, I'm done. There's one rule we have here at Rebuild Rescue, and that is the crew gets fed well because the crew over here works really hard. They're a big help, and they're a lot of fun to hang out with. So, all right, you got this, Joe? All right, let's go eat. I'm starving. Yeah, you don't want to wait here to eat, Rob. You gotta add some buffalo. You gotta add some regular cheese for those who don't want to, take chances. Yeah. And then you gotta have some wine. I don't care what anybody says. Pineapple and ham on a pizza is amazing.
Well, they put bacon on theirs as well.
Oh, there is bacon there. Anything is good with bacon on it.
There's a fact.
Awesome, Joe. Set that right on there. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Wow. It's kind of like we're watching paint dry.
Yeah, in reverse.
In reverse, right?
If you stay real quiet, you can hear it crinkling.
Like Rice Krispies.
So if you listen real closely, you can hear it releasing.
I'm impressed at how well this stuff works.
Yeah. Well, the old aircraft stripper that had some other serious stuff in it worked better than this.
Really, just more crazy chemicals.
Yeah. Yeah, it would literally, this would have been all falling off.
Wow.
But it probably would give you multiple diseases.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go grab a tarp because we're gonna need to tarp all the rest of the way underneath the airplane. And so we're gonna have this whole thing stripped at least down to the primer, and then we're gonna have to strip the primer off too, but it's actually moving along pretty quick.
Ooh, yeah.
There we go. Well, that's how you can apply it on flat spaces. That's how they tell you
Once
to.
you get up onto the roof, you can just dump it out like that rather than
Then brush it around. Well, they say to use a spreader, but
a squeegee kind of thing.
yeah. But the thicker, the better, they say.
Getting back from getting some supplies. Let's see what these guys have been up to. How's it going, Joe?
Timing.
Good timing?
Yeah.
Did somebody like fall somewhere?
No, you didn't miss any of that fun stuff.
Okay, so I figured I'd come walking in here and like Trey would like be swinging from the gantry crane there, and Mike would be like under the the 401 sleeping.
What's up?
Never mind. He just woke up. Oh man, it looks like you guys are making progress. Man, this looks like an old, like abandoned World War like 1 or 2 airplane that's been sitting in the jungle.
It's gotta get worse before it gets better.
Amen on that. Everything does. Everything gets worse before it gets better. Got to tear it down before you can build it back up.
Oh, yeah.
So I got some tarps. Got some extra gloves. I got this for under the hood there, under the cargo area.
Okay.
Nylon.
Okay.
We'll get some of that stuff off there later in the week. Yeah, and I got some more flap discs. It's hard for me when I go there not to buy the whole store. So. What do you think? Too aggressive? Looks all right. I think it looks okay, right? I guess it is a little aggressive, huh?
It's definitely scratching it up pretty good.
Maybe I'll have to get something a little softer than this one. It's either that or then we just sand this out, but I don't really feel like sanding around all those rivets.
Across the entire plane.
Yeah. All right, we'll get something a little bit less aggressive. Yeah, right here. Brass wire wheel brush kit. I think I'll get a couple of these because that's a lot. Where's the
Actually,
lacquer
I
thing?
did grab some.
Yeah.
Let's move that ladder. Somebody grab the front corner of that tarp, and we're going to walk this tarp back a little bit.
Do you want to do that, or do you want to pull the whole thing back, Joe? Why don't we pull, Joe? Why don't we pull the whole thing back? Whoa!
Whoa.
Wait a minute here. What just happened here,
because
Greg?
it's
What was
because
that?
it's just primer.
Lacquer thinner, yeah.
Whoa!
Now, if it was a
That's
clear
why-
coat, it wouldn't come off like that. But yeah,
That's why this all wrinkled up, and this just got gooey because it's like lacquer based.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was like magic, Greg.
But that-
where were you
that's-
like
that's probably
a
the
day
way-
Yeah,
ago?
yeah. Where we get like a
Well,
day
you'd never
ago.
do the whole airplane like that, but once you get it down that far,
Well, as well as you did there that quick, you could have this
Here,
done
can you-
by the end of the week.
Can you show me another area? Can you show me another area there? How about right there?
do one right there. There you go.
Wow.
Hey, you're hired.
You know what? I think this was the easy spot. You should show us on all the rest of that. It's way too easy. That actually, like, so this is just lacquer thinner. It's just lacquer thinner.
Yeah, I wasn't sure
Yeah,
if that.
let me
zinc
see that.
primer
Now,
would do that.
you'll spend a little bit of time getting around the rivets.
Yeah.
Around the rivet heads.
Oops.
What you can do too is we would cheat and put a rag behind it so the rag kind of stays wet.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
honestly, you could probably squirt it on with a squirt bottle as well.
Well,
You're welcome for that.
Yeah.
that's good.
Should have tried.
So we should just be able to lower it down on these stands right here, huh?
Yep. The true test of my in-year fabrication. Boom.
Yeah, I'm glad you let it down nice and soft there, Joe.
There is no nice and soft.
I will say that thud does sound very solid.
Well, you know what that means. We were slightly professional with our build.
Slightly professional. Professional-ish.
don't ask.
Last time I let you guys inhale paint fumes. So, all right, guys. So that's the end of the day today. We got a ton of work today, but it's not the end of the episode. We have so much more to do on the free abandoned airplane, on the 401, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping out, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you guys for watching. We'll be back.
Well, for those of you that think we're not dedicated to getting this thing ready for Oshkosh 23, it is now 11:30 at night. We have a full day with a few guys, and I got a couple more days until I get the guys back. So I've been going nuts. And like I said, it's 11:30, but I'm just about out of stripper. Get shipment tomorrow. Yeah, we got this thing pretty much down to primer, except for the belly. When we're finished, it's gonna look like that, just a little cleaner around the rivets and in the seams. But we are serious about Oshkosh, so we're pulling out all the stops to try and get it ready.
So I'm driving over to the hangar today to pick up Joe because we have a huge surprise for him that the team and I have been putting together for quite some time. Joe's worked for me on and off for about the last, say, 15 or 18 years. And Joe's had some really tough struggles over the years. He's a great guy. He's a great mechanic. And you know, he's really become part of the family. But Joe had lost his mom a few years ago during Christmas, and the other day we were out to lunch, and none of us knew that. And he got emotional during a conversation and let us know. And we all decided to do what we could to make Christmas special for Joe this year. Really excited to, you know, hopefully give Joe some good memories for this Christmas, and you know, put a smile back on his face. And you know, the fact is, if it wasn't for you guys, being part of the channel, we wouldn't be able to do it. We wouldn't be able to do any of it. So we are going to record it. I'm not sure if Joe's going to want us to share it or not. If he doesn't, we won't. You know, but I have a feeling that he's going to want to. So I'm excited to take you guys with, you know, because you guys are what makes all this happen, one way or the other.
How are you, sir?
Hey Nick, what's happening, brother?
I'm wonderful.
Yeah, so if you could get me Joe's bill, we're actually we want to pay it off for him.
Yeah. Okay.
It's taken care of.
Card or cash?
Card.
All right, card reader's out there.
All right, so we're good to go. It's
Yep,
all
we're
paid
good.
off. Awesome. Thank you so much, brother.
No, you're welcome.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep. Have a
Honestly.
good day. Take care.
So, have a seat. No, I'm staying away from that.
So we actually have. I don't have a Range Rover to look at here. Some of the comments in the videos have actually been talking about something you and I talk about, which is your teeth. So, and you know, I'm friends with Sean, and so yeah, so I'm getting all mushy about it.
So we're gonna hook you up with a new smile.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna get the rest of your teeth out, and we're gonna get you some false teeth on the top and the bottom, and get you chewing again, get you smiling again, and get you back where you want to be. Yeah.
Damn, man, how you got me all lucky? Yeah, it's been tough. I like to eat,
We all do.
Honestly, with the condition, I forget what it's called, but my mom had it. The bone is deteriorating.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's I know how tough it is. Obviously, you obviously know all the challenges I've had from, I was in an accident a number of years ago, messed up everything, and then, had bone loss and surgeries and all kinds of stuff. I know how it is. I mean, it really sucks. Sean is one of the best dentists that I've ever been to, period, and he's well known for, not only serving the community, but he's willing to help people. So I talked to Sean, and he was like, absolutely, to bring him in. I'll donate my time, and what we're going to do, the team and I, what we're going to do is we're going to take care of some of the cost, above his time, take care of that. We also, because of having the channel and because of the viewers, we were actually able to take care of your toolbox that was in that accident. I mean, you're a mechanic, your tools are your life, and he has so much money tied up in these tools. So we paid off, actually, here's your receipt for your tool bill. I went and paid it off the other day. And I made a deal too with the insurance company. I paid the whole bill off. It's done. You have no tool bill at all. And we still have the toolbox. I ordered all the parts that it needs to get it straightened out. So that's going to be straightened out. I've been calling around as many places as possible. I know you're looking for a house. I have some leads. I wanted to have something for you by now, but it's been so tough because of market stuff.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna get you. We're gonna get you a place. So, because I know you're struggling with that as well, and it's just, we want to help you out. I mean, I've known you for 18 years, something like that. So, you know what I mean. So, and you're part of the family, and we want to get you straightened out. So, and I'm just glad I don't have to sit in that chair today. So, but yeah, so
now I guess I have to get that.
so Sean's going to check out today. We're going to figure out exactly what we got to do, what plan to follow, and we'll follow through with it. We'll get that taken care of for you. We got your tools taken care of. The parts are on the way to fix it. We're going to get that over to the hangar. I've been in touch with a ton of real estate agents, like every single one in the county. We're gonna find you. We're gonna find you an apartment and just get you straight, get you situated, get you covered. So,
Thank you, brother.
right now I get to go out here and don't have to sit. So much.
You got it.
I'll catch you with that.
All right, cool. Hang tight, my man.
Thank you.
I'll be right back. All right. So,
I feel like a big wuss.
dude, this is awesome, man.
Yeah, it is.
We I like to do this for people that are in certain situations. I've helped people like this before in different capacities, and for me, one of my ways that I kind of define success is like how many people I can help. So my goal here at More Smiles and through this office and the other office and to grow as a business is to get to the point where I can do philanthropic stuff and along the way kind of do stuff like this. So Jason had reached out to me and he said that him and I have a friendship relationship. We've known each other for a long time. I obviously met you before and he kind of told me about the situation and kind of told me about some of the things and hardships you were going through. And especially around the holidays, when we're thinking about our family and like what's important to us. At the end of the day, it's our family and friends, and our ability to help people, in need. And just like I would want someone to do it for me, I'm going to do that for you, because to me, that's what, you know, I can hopefully pay this forward. And, you know, I truly believe that you get what you give. And, you know, I get a lot of pleasure out of giving. And this is something that I know is going to be something that's super simple for me and easy, and, you know, I can do with my eyes closed and my hands tied behind my back, but for you, it's going to mean the world to you. So that to me is an easy ask. When Jason asked me to do that, I was like, yeah, that's no problem. I didn't text him back right away. It's not something I have to think about.
Like I said, mentioned earlier, I like to eat, so I don't
Yeah.
want the removal than not having a replacement.
Yep.
So I've been dealing with the painting for so many years.
Yeah.
I got so many loose teeth now that, you know, sometimes I eat and I can't even eat something soft some days.
Right.
It depends what day of the week it is.
Right.
So this is awesome.
So Joe and I just got back from Lancaster where we visited Sean. We got to get this paint off. So, well, it's not paint, it's primer, but we got to get the primer off. We have so much stuff to do. You guys saw, man, it was a late night.
Yeah, it was.
It was like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I believe I started about, 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
On the nose, just cleaning up a lot of leftover debris, leftover paint thickness, and the roof wasn't touched. I pretty much did 2/3 of the plane, maybe just last night alone.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, this is a lot of work. I mean, honestly, I don't even know what we were thinking, but we'll get it done. Yeah, so we're gonna jump in. We're gonna get all the rest of this primer off the airplane, and we're gonna be one step closer to getting the paint on. Make sure you guys post in the comments which paint job you picked, because this thing's going to paint real soon. And we really want this 401 painted the way that you guys want it. So take a look at the colors, take a look at what you want. I mean,
I know which one I want.
I know which one I want too. So,
But it's up to them.
But yeah, it's definitely up to you guys. So make sure you post in the comments, vote what you want, which one you want. So yeah, let's get rolling with this. I gotta change. I have nice clothes on. So if you guys can see this process of getting the primer off, it works really well. It's still a ton of really hard work. I think Joe can attest to that. Oh yeah. But we found a few couple tips. Actually, Joe mentioned using a sponge back behind, you know, the actual Scotch-Brite pad to be able to keep some of the lacquer thinner in there. So it's working really well, but at the end of the day, it's just hard work. A lot of hard work. But it's gonna look awesome. This is costing definitely a lot of money, but more a lot of pain than anything else. But it's gonna be worth every dime. Can't wait to see a brand new paint job on this. Can't wait to see you guys vote as the paint job. Awesome. So if you guys have ever seen a cow patty out in the field, here at Rebuild Rescue, we got paint patties. Looks a lot like a cow patty, but it smells a little different. Joe, don't step in the paint patty. All right, guys, so the whole right side of the 401 is completely stripped. It's ready for primer. And Joe and I are really tired. So we're going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching Rebuild Rescue. Thank you so much for being part of the crew. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for turning on notifications, ringing that bell. Well, thank you so much for everything. And hey, guys, Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. The next time that you see us, this 401 is going to be a little bit further, and we're going to be dropping a video soon on the FAA investigation. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching.